go.
It'll be the Hawks off the tip. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Anthony is out there with Duncan. Then there's John Stockton. Then it's Thompson, and it's Mutombo in at the center. Now here's Duncan. Just 5 on the clock. Thompson for the triple. The rebound by Ewing. Ewing sets a screen for Bird. Misses the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Anthony. Carter pulls it in.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And Ewing slams it in.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist. And this team encourages Mutombo to take those shots, knowing how efficient he can be inside. Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now here's Anthony. Over Bird. And Anthony gets it to go.
Oh, great job by Anthony keeping his balance, not allowing the contact to stop him from scoring.
Rose, no good.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Stockton. Anthony's got 5.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Carter kicks to Weber. Ewing sets a screen for Rose. Drops in the tray.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
The 3 from Anthony. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Well, Anthony is just this competitive. He wants everyone to know what he can do.
It's good.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
Well, the key is to take what the defense allows. That is smart basketball.
Thompson, that's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Carter, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Carter's got his second bucket.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Pass to Anthony. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. 10 points for him.
With a forward who can handle the ball like Anthony, it opens up so many options for your offense.
Rose kicks to Carter. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 3 assists in the game.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game. And so Stockton will bring it up for Atlanta. Anthony left side. No good. Nice D from Bird. Pass to Rose. Back to Bird. Over Anthony. Bird can't hit. And so here's Atlanta to the paint. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
There's Rose with the 3. Good. And it's Bird picking up the assist. Rose has got 6.
A sound decision maker with a reliable jump shot. Rose is more than comfortable in catch-and-shoot situations.
And it's Carter missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
There is no doubt about it. They'd love to have that one back. Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
And this is when Rose should look to shoot it. The D has to react better.
Now here's Stockton. Pass to Anthony. Fader on the way. Chalk up 2 there. 12 points for him.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Now Stockton, following the miss by Larry Bird from deep. Really left alone that time. Thompson's got his second basket of the game.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
Here's Carter, up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And as you can see, that shot is well within his wheelhouse.
Atlanta calls timeout. He's checked in for Weber. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for the Hawks. Here's Stockton. Duncan dishes to Stockton. Lob pass to Duncan. Stolen by Bird. Pass to Rose, and it's sent back by Mutombo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. They get John Stockton. Toronto shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Ewing, and Toronto making a change here. Yow's checked back in, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Hill's checked in. Second free throw, no good. The Hawks trail. Ginobili kicks to Stockton. Lets it go with a 3. That's good from Ginobili on the assist by Stockton.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
6 on the shot clock. Rose, that's good. Rose has got it all tied up now for Toronto.
And the defense tried to slow him down, but Derrick Rose just a handful when he gets around the rim.
Here's Mutombo, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Yao Ming.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops.
And Mutombo, a defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And it's Rose with the ball for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing by 2. Richmond the pass to Rose. Shoots. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And when Rose gets going and gets this kind of confidence offensively, you're in trouble. He can just flat out take over a game.
Now here's Yao. Still without a basket. Bird. Tim Duncan with the rebound. Hill kicks to Duncan. Rebound by the Raptors. Now Bird to the inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And you got to appreciate the skill set Ming brings to the table. Knows no one can match up against him and simply lofting these inside shots up and in.
Now here's Duncan. And Duncan throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And they're moving it up. And it's slammed in by Ginobili.
He's such an incredible defender. Duncan, so clever, and coming up there with the steal to ignite the break.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Some changes here for the Raptors. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Ewing. Maravich comes in for Bird. And it's Price in for Rose. And then for Atlanta, Andre Kirilenko's checked in for Mutombo. Anthony comes in for Tim Duncan. And Simmons subbed in for John Stockton. Now here's Richmond. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Maravich. Back to Richmond. The shot's good on the assist by Maravich.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Out to Kirilenko. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And here's Price. It's Vince Carter on the wing. Guarded by Simmons. Here's Carter. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
The drive by Hill, and the shot goes down.
That quick first step that Hill has is just part of what makes him so special. No one's going to get in his way once he's on the move.
That one falls. Carter's got 13.
He will take that matchup every single time. He is not going to miss many of those.
Carter against Anthony. He gets it in there. 14 points for him.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Carmelo Anthony getting it done for the Atlanta Hawks. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Atlanta.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
Carter is out there with Yao. Then it's Richmond. Then there's Price. And it's Maravich in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Now Price, after the missed three by Carmelo, gets the three-pointer to fall. Richmond's got the lead up to 4 now for the Raptors.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
No good from Maravich.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over it.
Price passes to Carter. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
I love how he's taking charge out there. Here, offensively, riding the wave.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Now, here is Hill. Vince Carter missing his last shot. Hill inside, and they're unable to get the tying basket there. Pass to Richmond. Back to Price. Looks for Yao, gets it to him. It's good. Yao's got 4 points this quarter. The Hawks trail by 4. Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Vince Carter really making a difference here.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
Weber, he's checked in for Toronto. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Thompson, he's checked in for Andrei Kirilenko. The 3 from Anthony, and it's Toronto with the rebound. Here's Price. Carter for 3. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. And Anthony's got the ball here for the Hawks, and the shot goes in.
And here's a guy who loves playing inside. Simmons can play some bully ball down low.
A nice shot by Carter.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Yao with the block.
And you have to appreciate the reach of Ming. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot.
Now here is Carter. He's got 17.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
Thompson outside. Thompson on the drive. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Yeah, Thompson can be fast and nimble on the drive, catching him unprepared.
Pass to Yao. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Yao's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Raptors.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
There's the lob to Carter. And stolen by Simmons. Pass to Hill. And he gets the bucket.
And that's actually good defense, but he is just a beast in there.
Toronto calls timeout. Some changes here for the Raptors. Bird comes in for Richmond, and Derrick Rose is subbed in for Price. Atlanta also making some changes here. Duncan comes in for Simmons, and it's Stockton in for Manu Ginobili. Now here's Rose. He's got 12. Yes, that goes in. Thompson outside. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by Yao Ming.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Duncan with the block.
And setting the tone with that rejection. Duncan, the defensive anchor of this team.
Bird outside. Carter against Thompson. Clock at 4. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound, Atlanta. Duncan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Stockton kicks to Anthony. Inside. Here's Duncan. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
A tremendous score with the ball in his hands. Duncan, just too much for the D to handle.
Richmond, he's checked in for Vince Carter. Then for the Hawks, Simmons checked in for Anthony. And Ginobili subbed in for Hill. Outside Rose. Pass to Yao. Over Simmons. That one wide left. The Hawks trail by 6. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Yao dishes to Richmond. A wide open look for Bird. Buries it from 3-point range. Bird's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Duncan. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Rose against Stockton. And it's Rose missing. The Hawks trail by 7. Ginobili the pass to Stockton. Out to Thompson. This one for 3. Rebound by Yao. Yao's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Kept alive. Webber. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Webber's got the lead up to 9 now for the Raptors. Thompson from long range. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8. Shooting 50% so far.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Pass to Rose. Lets it go from the wing. And there's the call on Yao. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Patrick Ewing's checked in for Toronto. Carter comes in for Richmond. Mutombo is checked in for Atlanta. Anthony comes in for Ginobili. Thompson outside. Good work defensively by Carter.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Thompson outside. That's good. And a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got his 8th assist in the game. Back to Rose. Off target from 3-point range. The Hawks trail by 5. Thompson finds Stockton. Here's Anthony. A 3-pointer, no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Now here's Stockton. After the miss from Chris Webber. Mutombo passes to Thompson. And the shot goes in. Thompson's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, Thompson is having no trouble finding himself shots, and he'll just keep pouring them in as long as he can.
And Webber throws it down.
And how about Webber there rising up for the alley-oop? Great at recognizing there. He's got the room to hammer that one home.
Duncan outside. Thompson inside the line. Ewing gets the rebound. Toronto leading by 5. Carter for 3.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the 3-point land.
Right side Rose. Fires from deep. The shot, no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Raptors out in front. They lead by 5. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Look at Vince Carter in this game. I mean, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. On the court for Atlanta, John Stockton out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Duncan. Then it's Anthony. And it's Mutombo in at the 5. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
And Anthony's got the ball here for the Hawks. 8-point game. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Anthony's got 16.
Scoring at an efficient clip tonight. Melo in that zone.
Ewing, a screen on Thompson. And it's Carter missing. Here's the Hawks with the ball. Stockton kicks to Duncan. Outside Anthony. And it's in there. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside. Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Ewing. Thompson outside. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. He's got 18.
And how's that for an answer? Thompson getting his revenge in style there.
Shoots from 12. No good off the front iron. The Hawks trail by 4. Duncan at the elbow. Pass to Stockton. Now here's Thompson. 6 to shoot. Shoots a fader. Anthony can't hit.
Trying to do a little too much with that fadeaway. There wasn't any. My goodness.
What a game.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact. And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
And he's keeping the game within striking distance. I don't know where they'd be without his shooting.
Toronto calls timeout. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Ewing kicks to Carter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Makes it off the glass. Carter's got 24.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Pass to Duncan. Now Thompson shoots the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Now, here's Stockton. Following the miss by Larry Bird. Mutombo kicks to Duncan. Stockton from outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Stockton's got 5. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
And he gets it to go. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Atlanta.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
Well, one thing that has stood out to me, and it's been a major difference maker, is they're playing with great pace, getting out on the break every chance they get.
Three-pointer from Stockton, and he's good on the 3-ball. Stockton's got the lead up to 6 now for Atlanta. Toronto calls timeout. They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works. Comfortable operating close inside. Weber sizing up the defense there and understands how to finish.
Thompson for 3.
Using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
And here's Bird from the arc. Rebound by the Hawks. Anthony's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Mutombo dishes to Thompson. Pulls up on the elbow. Bird pulls it in. Bird's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Weber outside. Here's Rose. Carter with the 3. And a great assist by Weber as that one goes in. Weber's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Duncan. Back to Anthony. And here's Thompson. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And it's Carter missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Duncan kicks to Thompson. Another three for Atlanta.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's... Whoa!
What a play!
And this is why he's called insanity. Some of Carter's throwdowns are downright vicious.
Nice shot by Thompson.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Here's Bird. Rebound by the Hawks. Mutombo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Not someone you want to send to the foul line. Klay Thompson is nearly automatic from there.
For Atlanta, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And the Raptors making a change here. Richmond's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Bird outside. And there's the foul. It'll go on Patrick Ewing. That's his first foul.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch and shoot game.
Here's Anthony. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Carter. Pass to Bird. Back to Carter. Launches from deep. Dikembe Mutombo pulls it in. Atlanta leading by 8. Anthony, the pass to Duncan. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got his 5th assist in this one. It's stolen by Duncan. Ring shot on the way. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Bird finds Rose. Out to Carter. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Carter's got 31 points.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Some changes for Toronto. Yao checked in for Ewing. And it's Price in for Rose. Atlanta also making some changes here. Hill comes in for Mutombo. And Ginobili subbed in for Thompson. Duncan, the pass to Ginobili. And it's off from three-point range. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Tim Duncan picks one up.
Just a physical bull is Richmond. Also, he has the explosiveness to go with the physicality. That's a good recipe for drawing fouls.
And the first one at the line is good. Maravich, he's checked in for the Raptors. Atlanta also making some changes here. Andre Kirilenko's checked in for Duncan. And Simmons subbed in for John Stockton. And so Richmond nails both of them. And so he'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Richmond with the steal. Pass to Price. Here's Yao. He's covered by Ginobili. Yao gets the bucket.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
The drive by Simmons.
And look at the momentum Simmons gets on the drive, and he turns it into a huge slam.
The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Can't connect from long distance. Outside, Simmons. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. To the middle, Kirilenko. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
And it goes down 2 points. And now it's a 10-point Atlanta lead.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
Hill passes to Karolinko. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll return shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Yao. Derrick Rose is out there with Maravich. Then it's Weber, and it's Richmond in at the small forward spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Weber dishes to Yao. Back to Weber. Clock at 6. Yao with a screen on Thompson. It's stolen by Duncan. They break it out 5-on-3, and Duncan throws it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Out to Maravich. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Maravich just got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that's why they call him the Pistol. One of the most entertaining scorers in the game, and finding that one from deep.
Down low, and Weber throws it down.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Outside, Simmons. Duncan with the screen for Hill. And Maravich pulls it down. Raptors trail by 14. And stolen by Thompson. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. From the dunk by Duncan. And that's a double-double for him now. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
He found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim. Goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Thompson misses.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Maravich the pass to Rose. Outside to Weber. 5 to shoot. Maravich. Good D by Thompson. The Hawks leading by 14. Hill has the open look. Drills the three-pointer. Hill's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And good to see Hill knocking down the long ball because that really will help his confidence.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 17-point lead, their biggest. Thompson misses. And it's the Raptors' ball. Rose passes to Richmond. Out to Maravich. The bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Ewing's checked in for Yao. Mutombo, he's checked in for the Hawks. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Raptors with the ball. Trailing by 17. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Thompson from long range. The Hawks again can't hit. He lobs it up. Stolen by Thompson. Pass to Hill. Thompson, a screen on Richmond. Back to Duncan. Shot clock at 6. Here's Thompson. Atlanta again missing. Raptors trail by 17. Here's Rose. Rebounded by Dikembe Mutombo. Mutombo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Thompson with the bucket.
And this is Thompson's game. A lights-out shooter from basically anywhere on the floor.
Richmond for 3. They grab their own miss. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
On the wing, Duncan. Back to Thompson. And the 3 off target. Richmond kicks to Weber. Outside, Maravich. Stolen by Thompson. Pass to Ginobili. From the top of the key, Duncan. Great positioning on the putback.
And how about the timing from Duncan on the glass, getting there to collect that offensive rebound and the putback.
Maravich against Thompson. Maravich the pass to Rose. 3 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. No good from Maravich. The Hawks leading by 20. Thompson finds Hill. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Ewing's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. And he comes up with the deuce. Hill's got 7 now in this quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Here's Maravich, and Thompson sends it back.
In terms of off guards, Thompson is an all-defensive team-level player, can compete with the best of them.
The good-looking shot from the wing. Thompson's got 43 points. Weber outside. Stolen by Thompson. Releases in Atlanta again with the bucket.
A silky smooth jump shooter. Once Thompson senses separation, he's rising without hesitation.
And finished off by Rose.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Outside, Maravich. Ewing, a screen on Thompson. No good from Maravich.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor. Ginobili
with the 3. Ginobili's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go, around 37%. Weber dishes to Maravich. 6 on the shot clock. Banked in off the glass.
Well, that's what you're trying to do offensively. Get a shot close to the rim.
Timeout, Hawks. Some changes for Toronto. Bird comes in for Richmond, and it's Carter in for Maravich. Anthony's checked in for the Hawks. Stockton comes in for Ginobili. Outside Anthony. Pass to Thompson. They get the rebound, and Duncan throws it down.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
Drills it from outside. Thompson's got 13 points in just this quarter.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
Outside Anthony. And 1:01 left to play in the final quarter. Lays it up and banks it in.
This is the skill of Anthony on full display, able to knock that one down in close.
And he makes that one. Carter's got 33 points.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Duncan with his screen on Rose. The 3 from Anthony. Chris Weber comes up with the rebound. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Raptors. Now here is Carter. From deep. Can't get it to fall. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player.
And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. We've got LeBron James, and it's Wallace in at the 4. To the inside, and that one is hammered home.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Here's Drexler. Pass to Allen. No good on the 3.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Here's Nowitzki. No good from 18.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Wallace misses. Pass to West. Back to Wade. Here's Nowitzki. 6 on the shot clock. Russell with the rebound. Nowitzki's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Here's Wallace, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Yeah, elevating his teammates with passes like this. LeBron is all about making his guys better.
Wade, that's good.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Now, here is James. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Miller, the pass to Wade. Lots of room. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. After the Pistons picking up a basket just moments ago.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Back to James. Pass to Drexler. The shot's good on the assist by James.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Wallace. Chicago making their last shot. Drexler from outside, off the mark. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Here's Wade. Over James. Wade misses. Allen outside. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. And it's Nowitzki missing. Pistons trail by 4. Pass to Allen. James outside. Wallace outside to the wing, right side. From the arc. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's West. Here's Wade. Lets a floater go. And he takes it up and lays it in. Wade's got 6.
So graceful with the teardrop.
Pass to Allen. Lets the 3 fly. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Here's Wade. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. 8-point game. Lays it up and banks it in.
Once James gets the ball in close, it's game over. Put up those 2 points.
Wade, that's good. Wade's got 10.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
James outside. And there's another one for the Pistons.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Here's Nowitzki. And that one's good. And the Bulls lead by 8.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
They grab their own miss. Here's Drexler. Ooh, tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Takes it inside. The shot by Kuzi, no good.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Detroit moving the ball around. Pass to James. Here's Drexler. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 3 assists now in this one. Back to Miller. Here's Wade. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 13.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Bulls leading by 6. On the take. Kuzi. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
This James on the wing. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Wade. That one goes. And it's a 10-point Chicago lead.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push. Well, he probably didn't need the fadeaway. There's an example of style.
Pass to Kuzi. Now here's Miller. Great D that time from Allen. Here's Arenas. Here's Drexler. Chicago with a rebound. Olajuwon's got 6 rebounds in the game. Kuzi pass to Nowitzki. Fades and shoots. Here's Olajuwon. Pass to Kuzi. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Allen drives. It's good.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
2 shots.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Detroit shooting their first free throw of the contest. Both teams will make substitutions.
At the line for 1.
1 shot.
.133 left to play in the first quarter. On the wing, Wade. Pass to Pettit, and here's Miller. Here's Cowens. Brown scanning the floor. Now here is James. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. James has got 9.
Well, LeBron is a guy who can score from anywhere. He's comfortable taking long-range shots.
Pettit passes to Wade to get back on track. Here's Cowens. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that. If the possession ends with a shot in close, you've done something right.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. James outside. From downtown, he can't get that one to fall. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Chicago ahead, up by 4, and we've got more action coming your way after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second. They've got Jaylen Brown, and it's Mikan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Arenas passes to Allen. Here's Arenas. 3-pointer. And here's Brown for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, this is what Brown was looking for. He just needed the ball, and then instantly his shot was up.
Here's Pettit. And Chicago again with a bucket.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Arenas passes to Allen. Now Brown. Here's Arenas. There's the screen. Launches it. Cowens grabs the board.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Oh, nice shot by Kuzi.
Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
Great job setting him up. The timing of the pass was key.
Here's Kuzi. Pass to Miller. Here's Kuzi. Here's Rice. Offensive rebound. Chicago passing it around. Tries again. Cowens passes to Pettit. Here's Rice. Off target from 3-point range. Outside, Brown. Allen, the pass to Brown. A step-back shot, and that one's long. Chicago leading by 3. Inside. A nice shot by Rice.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Detroit calls timeout. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Dumars. Pass to Wallace. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Here's Allen. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. They've led by as much as 10. West misses.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
Here's Allen, and that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Rock-solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And it's in there. West has got 5.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
Releases from 15. He squares up and sinks it. Chicago leading by 3. Pass to West. Here's Pettit. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for Chicago, Bob Pettit, taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Mikan, boom, he jams it straight down.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Here's Nowitzki. He shoots. That one drops. 3 for 6 now. Pistons trail by 5. Pass to Drexler. For 3, Allen. That shot, no good. The Bulls on offense. Here's West. Here's Nowitzki, and the shot goes. Nowitzki's got 4 points this quarter. Nowitzki's gotten 4 of his 7 shots to go. Pass to Allen. Jacks up a 3. Here's Drexler. Over Miller. Allen outside. And at last, they get one to fall. Allen's got 15.
Now he's leading the charge for them, but let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now.
And now the first timeout called here for Chicago. So it's both teams making substitutions here. On defense, Detroit trailing by 5. Wade, pass to Cowens. That one falls. He has 6.
Well, once he gets a step to the rim like that, it's going to take more of a defensive effort to force the miss.
For 3, James. Rebound by the Bulls. They've led by as much as 10. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Here's Rice. Here's Wade. Just 5 to shoot. Here's West. And it's Mikan with a rebound. Mikan's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Drexler. The rebound by Nowitzki. Chicago leading by 7. Wade, pass to Cowens. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Pistons trail by 5. To the middle. It's stolen away. And now the Bulls in transition. Here's Wade. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Well, what a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
Here's Dumars. No points so far. Just 4 to shoot. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball. Chicago leading by 7. Pass to Nowitzki. Chicago passing it around. Here's Wade. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficient.
Detroit calls timeout. Pistons trail by 9. Allen outside. Back to James. Pass to Drexler. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
The shot's good. Wade's got 6 here in the quarter.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Here's West. They lead by 11. Largest margin of the game. 5 on the clock. From down in the low post, it goes. Miller's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
At the line for 2, Dwayne Wade.
First one falls. That one misses. Pistons trail by 14. Drexler passes to James. Outside Russell. James outside. LeBron sticks the triple.
Gotta stay up on James or he will go right up with that shot.
Pass to Wade. Here's Nowitzki. Hits the trifecta. Nowitzki's got 11 points.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Wade. He's got 22. Pass to Nowitzki. Up and over Russell. Drexler grabs the board. Pistons trail by 14. Back to Wallace. It's James on the wing. Stolen by Miller. On the wing, Wade takes the 3. Another 3 for Chicago. And so it's the Chicago Bulls leading by 17 at the end of the period. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace, beating the defense in transition and adding to that big lead. We'll be right back after this word. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. They've got Miller, and it's West in at shooting guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Shot clock at 6. Here's Allen, and the shot is good off the backboard. Allen's got 17 points.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap. And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Pass to Drexler. And here's James from 10 feet away. It's rebounded by Wade. Here's Nowitzki. Good D by Wallace. Pistons trail by 15. Allen, the pass to Russell. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's West. Detroit with a rebound. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Drexler, that's good. Chicago leading by 11. Pass to Nowitzki. Here's Wade. Check by James. Here's Olajuwon. Chicago passing it around. Here's West. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 7 points in the game.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Back to James. Allen, right side. Back to James. Off the mark there with a 3. James has gotten 2 of his 6 threes to go. Pass to Wade. Here's Nowitzki. Watched by Wallace. Puts it up from 15. And the shot falls short that time. Here's Drexler. Drives to the hoop.
I'll tell you what. It's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Here's Wade. He's got 25. Miller, and he banks in the layup. Miller's got 6 points.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Drexler knocks down the triple.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Here's West. Tipped. And he lobs it up to the rim. Here's Drexler. The shot's good on the assist by James. Drexler's got 9 points here in the second half.
Timeout. Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Pass to West. Here's Wade. And again, Chicago, no good. Detroit with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. James finds Allen. Counted. Allen's got 19 points.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Pass to Drexler. Buries it from 3. Drexler's got 12 points in just the second half.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Back to James. For 3, Allen. Chicago with a rebound. Nowitzki's got 4 rebounds now. To the paint. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Wallace outside. Three-pointer, no good. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 17 points was their biggest margin. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Pistons. Here's Arenas. James, right side. Here's Drexler. And again, no good by Detroit. Bulls leading by 7. Kuzi, pass to Olajuwon. Chicago passing it around. Here's Nowitzki. That won't go. He's 5 for 12 now. And he lobs it up. And then Russell with the dunk.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
You see yourself on the screen? You should watch the best move. Get down. You're on the big screen. Next drive. It's all good.
Kuzi, pass to Wade. And he gets it to go. Wade's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, he's been a lot of their offense, and the numbers certainly show it.
Allen can't get it to go.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Kuzi, the pass to Nowitzki. That one goes. Count it. And now it's a 9-point Chicago lead.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Wade, the shot from the low post is good. Wade's got 33.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
And then Russell with the dunk.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Kuzi, the pass to Wade, down low. Olajuwon can't get it to go. Pistons trail by 9. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The NBA has its eyes on the old continent. Commissioner Silver said there continues to be an enormous opportunity to take basketball to another level in Europe. The quality of the basketball there has been fantastic, and we think there's a commercial opportunity to create something special. BA, back to you.
Okay, Allie, appreciate the update. Here's Wade. 33 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Miller. And it's all from three-point range.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Pass to James. Here's Drexler. Lets it fly. Arenas with the bucket.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Pass to Wade. Shoots over Allen. On the mark with the 15-footer. Wade's got 35.
Skipped it to perfection, utilizing the hardwood.
It doesn't get much better than that. LeBron putting some muscle on the slam.
There's a screen. Wade drives in. Here's Kuzi. Clock at 6. The rebound by Detroit. Mikan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. James outside. Pass to Arenas. Here's Drexler. Fires for 3. Cowens grabs the board. Cowens has got 5 rebounds tonight. Wade drives in. Over Allen. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Bulls lead by 9.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
James can't get it to go. Kuzi, pass to Cowens. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Right wing. Pass to Drexler. Sends it home from three-point land. Drexler's got 21 points in the game.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Imagine how much bigger this lead might be if he were a little more selfish.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Chicago ahead, up by 10. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. Yeah, it's pretty.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Setting the floor for the Pistons. They've got Jaylen Brown, and it's Wallace in at power forward. Arenas with the bucket.
I like the unselfish approach from Brown there, willing to give it up to his open teammates.
Looking to end this cold spell, and the basket by West. And the Bulls lead by 10.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Wallace's shot is good.
Well, you want to shoot a high percentage from the floor? That's where you go with the ball.
Pass to Rice. There's a screen from deep. Detroit with a rebound. Arenas passes to Drexler. Wallace outside. Detroit moving the ball around. And here's Brown for three. Rebounded by West. Chicago leading by 10. To the paint. And Arenas pulls it down. Pass to Wallace. On the wing, Wallace. Here's Arenas. Back to Wallace. Here's Drexler. No good on the triple. Here's Kuzi. No good there with a step back Jay. Pistons trail by 10. Here's Arenas.
Whoa! Oh, sweet move. Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that higher difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work, but that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
Out to the right wing. Inside, Cowan. And it's rejected. To the inside, and he dunks it down.
Well, we know what kind of scorer he is, but he could use a little help.
They set a pick. Pass to Rice. Fires the three. And Arenas pulls it down. Pistons trail by 6. Here's Drexler. Wide open. Again, the Pistons score.
And give them credit on the job they've done to narrow the gap with this big run.
To the left side wing. Here's Nowitzki. Watched by Wallace. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Pistons call timeout.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
The head coach for Detroit had some instruction for his guys during the break. Coach wanted to see more urgency when it came to closing out on shooters. He said, quote, right now we're jogging at them on the perimeter. It needs to be a sprint to run them off the line. We'll see if the guys have it in them.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Taking it straight to the rim. Going for the high percentage shot when it matters the most.
Well, when it's this close, you want to put your best scorers in a position to succeed. That's exactly what happened.
Detroit with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. The game now all tied up. Allen's got 21.
There are no easy comebacks, but they really had to dig deep for this one.
Yeah, there is no quit in this team. Making up for that slow start with great composure and determination.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
6 to shoot. Wade misses. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling. And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Here's Wade. Headed. Passes to Olajuwon. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
And Detroit making a change here. Wallace is checked in. So he gets them both. And here's Detroit. They're on a 20-6 run. Now Allen. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass eating. They set the pick. Here's West. Pass to Nowitzki. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. To the middle. And Allen gets it to go. Allen's got 29.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Here's Nowitzki. It's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Here's Wade. Good work defensively by James. Allen outside. Wallace outside. Oh, it's off! The Bulls trail by 4. Here's Nowitzki. Another chance, and that's how you get it to go inside.
Now that's a confidence booster. Great effort on the offensive glass.
Well, his value increases when he can get offensive boards late in games like that.
Now here's Allen. 6 on the shot clock. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Here's Miller. Puts up the tray. The triple drops.
Well, we see this more and more. Big guys who can really shoot it from deep.
Here's James. And the 3 misses. To tie it up.
Russell. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Chicago, Dwayne Wade taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
And so here is Chicago. Cashes it in!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
The Pistons call timeout. James inside. Oh, he can't jam it home. And so here is Chicago. It's a 1-point game.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Here's James. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
At the line for 2. Jerry West.
Shooting 2.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got 1 more, though. And he ends up making the second. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Detroit calls timeout. 19 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Here's James. From downtown, it's off. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Russell. Fourth personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for Chicago, Miller. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Hey, talk about a cool customer. Icing this one with some clutch free throw.
And so Chicago takes the win. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in.